So the first thing the Cincinnati Bengals need to do this offseason is cut Nick Scott. Not even a question. Now, they have to keep him on the roster, I think, until March. But once March rolls around, his butt is grass. And this is why Jordan Battle playing so good and giving us another opportunity to have a starter outside of that just Dax Hill is so amazing. Because how his contract is structured is that we have a potential out after this year. So 2024 is our potential out year. Now, we lose $2 million for cutting him, which you might say, well, that's some money. But here's what we save. We save a total of $9.6 million by cutting him. So therefore, and once you cancel out these two numbers, it's a $7.6 million savings by getting rid of Nick Scott next year. Which, again, if Jordan Battle could continue to progress as well as he has, and we potentially go pick up in the draft or free agency another safety, and maybe, again, let's say the draft, you get him for maybe less than 1.5, less than $1 million a year for a 3-4 year contract, potentially 5, depending on what round you take him in. Keep that in mind. You got yourself a pretty dang good discount. And $7.5 million or $7.6 million, you could re-sign somebody with that. You could go re-sign Tyler Boyd if you wanted to. I'm not saying they're going to want to. I'm just saying they could sign Tyler Boyd back for that money. DJ Reader, you could put some money toward his contract down with $7.6 million. I think DJ Reader is going to want a lot more, to be honest. But my point is, you could put this toward Cheeto, any of these guys. Okay, I'm listing off players that probably won't return no matter what. But yeah, you can literally re-sign a lot of these guys based on just this one contract. And again, this is all thanks to our third-round draft pick. Yes, a third-round draft pick, Jordan Battle, who has been playing lights-out football this whole entire year and now has given us a chance to go out here and potentially go sign somebody else. So, absolutely freaking love it. And yeah, Nick Scott, I wish you all the best of luck. You are 29 years old going into next year. So while you're going to be very expensive, listen. What's that? You're going to be very expensive. You're going to be in between a rock and a hard place now trying to find a new team. This is just how it works, man. This is how this football has to work. And this is part of the business is we have to get rid of you. We have to move on. We have to cut our ties. And we have to look toward the future. Because we have a lot of players who are on contract year this year. And we want to bring some of them back. And $7.5 million. $7.6 million. That is almost a hidden blessing. It's almost it's almost $7.6 million. This is a hidden blessing because now we have the money to kind of work around things. Plus, already our salary cap. If we do franchise T. Higgins, which I truly believe we will, it's either going to be a 1-year, $25 million contract, right? Exclusive tag. End of story. Or a non-exclusive 1-year, $19 million, where we could potentially lose him if another team gives him a contract and gives us 2 first-round picks. Keep in mind, we have a chance to match that offer. But as long as we give them the exclusive and it's 1 year, $25 million, here's how I think everything is going to work, right? This offseason, they're going to try to figure out a contract with Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase came out recently, very vocal. He wants his money up front, which means he wants a signing bonus. Which also means if he wants a signing bonus, he does not want voided years. You don't know what voided years are. Voided years are make-believe years added to the end of the contract to push the salary cap forward. So, for example, let's say I give you a signing bonus right now of $30 million, right? And because I give you that signing bonus, normally, if I don't add void years, I would split that up throughout your whole contract. I think it's the first 3 or 4 years of your contract. So take $30 million, right? Split it up over 4 years. That's how much you're getting per year extra because you're signing bonus. That signing bonus is fully guaranteed, right? Now imagine, instead of me doing that, right? You're not going to get your signing bonus at all until the end of your contract. So once your contract expires, let's say you sign a 5-year contract, I'm not going to give you that $30 million until year 6. Now, here's the thing. I could split up that year 6 salary cap over 5 years and give you, in sense, a 10-year contract, 5 of which you are playing for my team, 5 of which you are a member of my team, and then the last 5 where you're not a member of my team, you can go play somewhere else, you can retire, you can do whatever you want to do, but the purpose is you're getting that guaranteed money, that signing bonus, because again, signing bonus is guaranteed no matter what. So I could give you a 5-year contract, I could save all the money right now over the next 5 years in your signing bonus, and at the end of your career, end of your contract, then you have 5 years of guaranteed signing bonus that I can stretch over a 5-year period. So at $30 million, I would have to pay you $5 million a year. Now, here's the downside: is it's guaranteed money, and you owe that money right away. So let's say that player does retire. Well, now they get $5 million every year cash check from you, even though they're not on your team. If they go play for another team, they're going to get $5 million from you and whatever the other team's paying them. So, based on what Jamar Chase said, he wants it up front. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to sit there and get paid over, a period of time, or backloaded contract or voided years. He said he wants this up front. So what I think they're going to do is they're going to figure out how this contract's going to work with Chase. They're going to give T. Higgins a franchise tag of 1 year, $25 million. What they're going to say is, okay, Chase, we want to work with you, but we want to keep T. He's on the 1 year, $25 million. We have this whole offseason. Let's sit down and figure out the money. And I don't know, they might bring in T. Higgins too and say, hey, T, we're going to work out this contract because everyone here now is affected. You're affected. Chase is affected. Let's figure out a number. We want to keep you guys. What number is going to keep you guys on this roster? And they're going to try to figure something out. And if they don't figure something out, T potentially could be traded, or potentially he could just play one more year with us and then leave us. And then we get a we get a pick for him in the end because we're losing a free agent. That's kind of how I think it's going to work. But having $7.6 million, almost 7.6 million is an absolute blessing. This gives us a lot of leeway room here to be able to kind of finesse around and say, okay, so you want this amount of money? Okay, what we can do here is kind of do this, this, and this, right? So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out, but this is the first domino, I feel like, that needs to go into effect going into this offseason. This is the first domino here. And by the way, in case you're wondering, in 5 seasons, Nick Scott has made over $6.2 million. Well, actually, wait, no. How much is that? $8.2 million? 3.9 plus 4.4. He's made $8.3 million. So for anyone who's feeling bad saying, oh, you're cutting him, man, I feel so bad for him. Man's made $8.3 million. I know that's not sounding a lot to other players, but just keep in mind that that is generational wealth. This man will be fine for his whole entire lifetime. His whole family, too. So, again, sometimes when it comes to cutting players, especially younger players or rookies or stuff like that, it's like, oh, come on, man. This is their income. $8.3 million, and he potentially could sign with another team. I think he will be fine. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.